Okay, for all of you guys that struggle sharpening your gouges, let me grab a gouge real quick. I've come up with a method that requires you to build something, but if you're real crafty, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's get this big old number 11. What I'm going to show you is what I've built here. This is nothing more than a window air conditioner motor. And I have mounted it on a piece of plywood and built a box around it. And I built this little cubby hole here to be able to store my honing compounds and stuff such as that. And I just used the original switch. It's got two different speeds. That's high and that's low. To do this. Now, on the ends of this, when I built this, I had to cut these off because the fans were attached right here. And it would come out a good bit more, and there was a squirrel cage attached to it. Well, I just took the set screw. I don't even know what you call this thing. A colic, maybe. But it's got a set screw in it right here. It's hard to see. But all I did was I cut me, on my bandsaw over here, I cut me a 4-inch round circle out of 3/4 inch plywood. And got me some old leather off an old purse that I found at a garage sale. And epoxied it to it. Now, this thing's got a flat side on it. Yours may or may not. But window units go out all the time. Y'all can find them any number of different places. And I just take this little screwdriver with this little Torx bit in it and snug that down just a little bit, and it runs just as nice and smooth. And it's got, like I said, it's got two different settings. And the reason that's good is I had one on each end of these little colics. So I did this one. And I'm actually, it's time to change this paper. And this is a 1200 grit wet dry sandpaper from Lowe's. And what I have done is I took a clear, you see how easy that's peeling off? I took a clear spray paint and just sprayed on top of this. This is just some old scrap. We was building an entertainment center, and this is just some old, that's why it looks like oak. It was really not. But and sealed this wood, and then I apply Elmer's rubber cement to this, and apply whatever grit paper I want. Just trim around the edges. You put it on here, and it supplies the same purpose. Now this only works good on your gouges. You take your gouge. Let me move y'all a little closer. You can see a little. Whoop! Almost lost it. Let's see if we can angle that down. There we go. Put it on the low setting where it's a little quieter. Now that, as you can see, that's a number 11. 3/8 number 11 by Drake Tools. You can get those at Smoky Mountain Wood Carvers. And this thing, it works like a champ. Ever since I built this thing a few years ago, I've not had any trouble keeping any one of my tools sharp. I do use a lot of gouges in my carving. So it's imperative that I develop a way of sharpening those efficiently. So that's what I came up with. I hope y'all like it. That's just one of my little tidbit tips. I've got numerous of them. Homemade carving tool sharpener. They cost me a thing. Got the old window unit from my brother-in-law. Old scrap plywood laying around. Just painted it all one color with some spray paint I had left over from another job, and there we go. Alright guys, I appreciate it. Y'all take care. See you next time.